in the integration, in this class, the to infinitive to lose is applied. The to infinitive to lose reveals the purpose of the action of the speaker stated or described by the transitive verb it. So we can understand that the definition of the conjunctive adverb because is applied to describe the definition of the transitive verb it as well. The speaker applies the conjunctive adverb because to reveal the reason why the speaker actualizes the action indicated by the transitive verb it, specified by the adverb less. In the subordinate clause linked to the main clause by the conjunctive adverb because, subordinate clause, the to infinitive to lose with the trait as a noun practices. To lose has the trait as an indication, and the phrase of the to infinitive to lose some weight has the role as an object to receive the definition of the transitive verb intend from the speaker as the subject. The to infinitive to lose with the trait as a noun practices the role of an object to get the definition of the transitive verb intend from the subject. The next example of the third one is about the subject of the preposition, the case that the direct subject of the preposition exists. Then the subject of the clause becomes the indirect subject. The to infinitive to describe a subject of a preposition that is classified as an adverb. There is a clause, I prepare a present for you to give it others. The subject to actualize the definition of the root infinitive give is the listener or the listeners. And the listeners is proposed by the speaker from the definition of the preposition for. So we can understand the indirect relationship between the speaker, the listeners, and others. The present is meant for the others, not for the listeners, consequently, finally. We can change the descriptive relation, descriptive way of the root infinitive for the direct subject into a clause. There is a sentence with the two clauses. The two clauses are linked by the conjunctive adverb so that. I prepare a present so that you give the present to others. We can see that the root infinitive becomes a transitive verb to describe the subject of the subordinate clause. The subordinate clause is linked by the conjunctive adverb so that to the main clause. The conjunctive adverb the preposition for describes the purpose of the transitive verb, the definition of the transitive verb prepare. So we can understand that the conjunctive adverb so that describes the purpose of the action described by the transitive verb prepare in the same way. The listener says the object of the preposition for have the trait of the adverb because the preposition is classified as an adverb and the object of the preposition forms a unit with the preposition. The speaker considers that the existence of the object, a present, to get the action indicated by the transitive verb prepare proposes the object you of the preposition for. So the speaker states the subordinate clause about the subject you of the preposition for. We see that the preposition for classified as an adverb is not applied in the two clauses. With the cooperating conjunction so to reveal that the subordinate clause is the result of the main clause and the indicative pronoun that it to indicate the subordinate clause. This explanation is about the analysis for the conjunction so and that. That originates from an indicative pronoun. And so the cooperating conjunction so reveals the consequence of the previous clause. The previous corporate clause. The third clause is the way to state a clause, to state the two clauses from a clause with an adverb. The modal verb can need to reveal that the action indicated by the intransitive verb go is assumed. This occurs with the definition of the modal verb can. There is a clause, I can go out. This can be stated without the modal verb classified as an adverb. I have an ability to go out. This clause is stated by only with a clause. The speaker applies a clause that the modal verb can is applied for another clause to convey the intention that the subject retains the ability to actualize the action indicated by the intransitive verb go. In this clause, the speaker replaces the clause stated with the modal verb can. The speaker applies the noun ability that is related with the definition of the modal verb can. The fifth is about the preposition. The speaker can state two clauses from a clause with a preposition. The preposition on to reveal the relative position between the subject and the object of the preposition. The restaurant is on the convenience store. There are 2 floors in a building. These 2 clauses are the descriptions about the background. To understand the situation, the first floor is occupied by the convenience store. The second floor is occupied by the restaurant. The speaker states the preceded first clause to convey the background explanation that the position where the object of the preposition on exists is the relative standard to compare the height with the position where the subject of the preposition on exists. The speaker states the 2 clauses that the listeners are able to infer the relative position of the relationship between each subject in the 2 clauses whose subject is the subject and the object of the preposition on.